Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with yet another movie review. Well, okay, not yet another movie review. It is another movie review, but it's technically a flashback movie review back to the beginning of a film that came out at the beginning of 2020. And that film is none other than Bad Boys for Life. Now, this takes place all back in January, opening night. A buddy and I went to see Bad Boys for Life opening night, and you know, when they first saw the teasers and trailers, I was actually kind of skeptical about it since it wasn't being directed by Michael Bay, and for those who don't know, I really loved the first Bad Boys movie, and I think it's definitely one of my favorite buddy cop films, and definitely one of my favorite Will Smith movies. But yeah, once it finally came out, Buddy and I went to see it, and honestly, I will say this. You know how most third installments suck? Well, with the exception of with a few exceptions, like, of course, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, The Dark Knight Rises, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and Die Hard with Vengeance, and Lord of the Rings Return of the King, and Toy Story 3, and Dark Knight Rises, and of course, John Wick 3. This turned out to actually be one of them. In fact, I think I actually call it my second favorite Bad Boys movie of all time. It was definitely so much. Was it better than Bad Boys 2? Oh, yeah. Definitely so much better than Bad Boys 2. Which, I do not like Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 was very bad. I would give that one a 6. But now, anyway, back on track with Bad Boys for Life. Well, what is this movie about? Well, it is about. Technically, okay, I don't know. Well, why did this movie rock so much? Well, because technically, this is a film where you don't need to watch any of the previous Bad Boys films. It has a different plot from yours. There's acting is very once again well done, especially from Will Smith. Most of the original story roles as well. Even Martin Lawrence is really funnier in this film than he was in the first two. It's the first Bad Boys film will not to be directed by Michael Bay. Instead, it's directed by both these new directors, Adil El Arbi and Bela Falah, mainly due to Michael Bay's obsession with explosions. Very hilarious humor, like especially Marcus' line, "We fly together, we die together," which is a spoof of the movie's tagline. They finally bring back the charm and charisma from the first film, a decent written plot, great soundtrack that was performed by Lauren Balfe, with a good remix of Bad Boys by Inner Circle, and Bad Boys for Life by P. Diddy, Black Rob, and Mark Curry, and very cool action scenes from here to there. I think the only two bad qualities is the plot is rather cliche, well, because technically it is actually about because it's about basically Mike Laurie and Marcus Burnett joining the Miami Police Department special team to bring down the ruthless Armado, who's on a mission to kill Mike at his mother's Isabel's orders, and well, but yeah, and of course, yeah, there's still some weak humor every now and then, but all in all, guys, I actually thought this was a pretty good film for what it is, and there's so many very cool action scenes, like the final action scene and scene that takes place around, yeah, I think around Mexico, but it's been a while since I watched the film, and a, yeah, and a very good, and kind of a good throwback. They actually bring back Reggie in this film, the kid they threatened in the second film, and definitely thought that was pretty funny as well, and yeah, all in all, guys, how would I rank this film? Well, I would rank it an 8.5 out of 10. It was definitely a good way to start out what could have been a great year if the pandemic did not happen. Yeah, it would have been a great year for films. But then we all know what really happened, so yeah. Yeah. It's surprisingly, because this was a film actually released in January, and most January films never end up being good, and this was actually a very rare exception, and it's definitely, I did get it on DVD during an essential shop, so I'm very, yeah. Never watched it, well, yeah. All in all, I'd rank this movie an 8.5 out of 10, and what will I be, my next two reviews will be for Birds of Prey and Onward, now that I've got Bad Boys for Life out of the way. Yeah, that'll be it for this review, guys. Thank you all for watching, and if you like this and want to see more, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.